Hi, I'm Gary, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes explaining our on-site processes for waste management, recycling, and reducing waste intensity. Why is this so important? Well, no one knows better than Steve, and I think I know just where he'll be. Come on. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
What's this all about?
Well, Barratt are determined to be the UK's leading sustainable house builder. And waste and the reduction of is an integral part of that. And we're focusing on waste intensity and how we reduce it.
So, you've made good progress and you want to do even better?
Absolutely, and that's why it's the responsibility of us all to ensure we achieve it.
Well, thanks, Steve. We're going to do our best to make sure we cover all the bases. We'll cover 5 key areas in this video: reducing waste intensity, protection and storage of materials, waste sorting, consequences of not sorting waste, and unauthorised use of skips.
First things first, reducing waste intensity.
This is essential and it's everyone's responsibility. Waste intensity is the volume of waste produced per plot.
Simple day-to-day actions of everyone on site avoiding waste and handling materials correctly helps us reduce waste intensity. Doing this ensures we become more sustainable with a circular approach in each build. To keep on top of this, we do site walks to inspect skips and even analyse their contents. Just 6 road bricks a day adds 4.5 tonnes of waste in an annual period.
Barratt's Group Standards policy covers all the key commitments and processes around what should happen on site. But if in doubt, talk to the site manager.
Point 2 is all about protecting and storing materials correctly to reduce waste. Being inefficient and wasteful with your materials on site creates what we call avoidable waste. So bear this in mind when you're carrying out your work. That extra timber can be put in a noggin box, or those offcuts of plasterboard can be used elsewhere.
Another easy way to prevent waste is to protect your materials in the compound and in the plot. Keep your materials such as plasterboard wrapped until you're ready to use it. And don't leave it out in the rain. Prevent waste, protect your materials.
Each site management team will provide suitable storage to protect materials from getting damaged in the central compound. Don't forget to keep any offcuts for reuse, especially timber and plasterboard. Bricks, blocks, slabs, ceramic and roof tiles are inert and should be kept separate from other waste streams for reuse.
To protect the plasterboard, the skip needs to be covered up. Use a cover available in the skip compound. I mean, we're not in the Bahamas, so inevitably rain filling up your skip will make it heavier and be absorbed by the plasterboard. If you can't cover the skip permanently, be sure to at least cover it overnight.
Point 3. Sort your waste correctly.
Effective segregation is key. Every site has a dedicated waste compound with clearly signed skips. So please, help us ensure that waste goes into the right place.
These waste streams include wood, plasterboard, lightweight compactable, inert, that is materials stockpiled for reuse on site, and of course, hazardous materials. And to help make that happen, the site management team ensures tipper skips are distributed around the site according to the waste being created by any given contractor.
Each tipper skip will be clearly signed and should only be used for the waste noted on the sign. Each site has a waste champion, so if you have any questions about what should or shouldn't go in the tipper skip, they can show you. Please, respect them and help them to do their jobs.
Our telehandlers are asked to check materials are in the right container, ensure materials for reuse and recycling are clean and uncontaminated. For example, brick or blocks in the light mix compactable count as contamination and have an avoidable impact on waste intensity. Ensure no non-build waste is disposed of in the on-site skips. Report to site management any unauthorised skip use or non-conforming of Barratt Group waste policy.
Some waste doesn't go into the tipper skips. For obvious reasons, the storage, handling and disposal of hazardous waste is strictly controlled.
All developments have hazardous containers within the waste compound. Please bring hazardous items back from plots and dispose of them in the correct containers.
Hazardous mastic tubes must be discharged to remove residue, while non-hazardous mastic tubes can be disposed of via a lightweight compactable skip.
And even if empty, products with hazardous warning signs must be treated as hazardous. If you're unsure whether something's hazardous or not, speak to the site manager who can check everything.
As for paint, all empty Dulux cans and tubs shouldn't be thrown in the skips, but rather stored in the designated area for return or collection to Dulux decorator centres. We also stockpile pallets for collection. Don't put those in the skip. Ultimately, if it looks like a pallet, it is a pallet. Brick, block, roof tiles and ceramic tiles shouldn't ever go in the skip. Remember what we said about avoidable waste. Store these in the signed area. Site will organise for these to be crushed and reused. It's down to everyone to make sure that waste is sorted and placed in the right skips.
Point 4. Consequences of not sorting waste correctly.
If waste isn't sorted correctly and it ends up in the wrong skip, then it causes contamination, like this, which can increase waste intensity. This also costs money, can cause environmental hazards, and reduces the amount of material that can be recycled or reused.
This isn't just us being picky. If a wood or plasterboard skip has other items in it, then the whole load can be reclassified as lightweight compactable, which will increase waste intensity, increase costs, and reduce recycling rates. And last, point 5, the unauthorised use of skips.
We know there'll be times where a subcontract trade spec overrides or overrules where certain waste goes. Generally, groundsworks packages will be structured in a way that makes the ground worker responsible for getting rid of any waste generated while their project is on site. And the same applies to others, including landscaping, flooring, and carpet contractors. If you're a subcontractor, check your trade spec for details of what you can and cannot dispose of on site.
As for other things we don't want in Barrett skips, domestic appliances, mattresses, customer waste, and waste from private work. Not only does this increase waste intensity, it's fly tipping. There's CCTV to monitor this. Any non-Barrett work should not be disposed of on site. The site management team will record and handle any fly tipping.
So, remember these 5 key points.
Reducing waste intensity is everyone's responsibility. Protect and store materials correctly to avoid and reduce waste. Waste must be sorted into the right skips. Not sorting waste correctly has a significant environmental impact. Unauthorised use of skips can lead to waste contamination.